What's up guys, this is Ashwin here. In this video we are going to see about file handling in Python. File handling will be very useful in your work or in real life too. For example, I had a scenario like 2 weeks ago. I have to rename up to 70 files in a directory. The renaming part was I have to change from HackerRank programming tutorial to HackerRank solution. You can check out HackerRank problem solving tutorials in the channel and the link will be available in the description. Well, I'm really lazy to rename all the files manually, so I just write a small program like 5 lines of code. It will just take the file, find a string that is HackerRank programming tutorial and replace it with HackerRank solution, and it renames the file. Like that it does for all the files in a directory. So instead of just sitting and manually doing for 15 to 20 minutes, I just done it in 30 seconds including writing the code. Like that it will be useful in different scenarios for you too also. Now let's check it out. First we will open a file. Open the file. We need to declare a name for a file, that is file equals. The syntax for open is open. Now you have to specify the path of the file. Currently it is in the current directory. I can just name the file input.txt. Now after specifying the name, you have to set the mode for the file. We have read access, write access and append. You can also perform both read and write operation at the same time. I will explain the syntax later. Now I am going to read the file, that will be or. Let's run it. Now we have opened the file and it can be accessed using the variable file. Now let's read a file. Read the file. Again use a variable to hold the contents. String equals file dot read. This will read the entire content of the file. Okay, let's run it. Now the entire content of the file will be stored in the variable str. Let's print the contents. Print str. Now this is the contents that are available in the file. Welcome to Python tutorial. After performing all the operations on the file, you have to definitely close the file in order to avoid any errors. So close the file. For that, use the file name dot close. It will close the file and you won't face any errors. Now these are the basic operations that you can do with files. Instead of opening and closing the files, you can use an alternate keyword, that is with. So alternate operation, that is with keyword. The syntax goes like this: with open file name input.txt and the access mode or as the name of the file, that will be file. Now we can again print the contents, that will be print file dot read. Run it. So it just opened the file and we printed the entire contents of the file. In this you don't need to close the file because it will automatically do the operation for you. You can use both of the methods. Both does the same operation, but I recommend using the with keyword because it automatically closes the file for you if you forgot about it. So I recommend with keyword. Okay, let's see about some of the access modes that will be specifying here. Access modes. So some of the access modes are read, write, append. So this will be read and this is write. This is append. If you want to do both of these operations means you can do r plus, w plus and a plus. If you use r plus means it will allow you to both read and write the file. Similarly we can do all the operations. So this will allow both modes. And the last one is accessing the files in binary format, that will be RB, WB and AB. So this will access file in binary format. These are the access modes that are available in file handling. So you can use anything you want. I'll just comment the entire part. Let's leave some space. Now let's open a file. File equals open input.txt, and we are going to read that. Now we are going to read only certain characters from the file. So read certain characters. We are going to use the same syntax, that will be file.read, and the number of characters you want to read from the file. Let's say I want to read 5 characters. Let's run it. Now it read only 5 characters. Like that we can use some loops to get some specific characters from the file. It will be very useful for batch processing. Now if you want to know the position of the file pointer, position of file pointer, we can use the method tell, that will be file.tell. Run it. Now it's at the 5th position of the file. This will be very useful to keep track of the file. Now if you want to go to the start of the file, go to certain point of file, use the method seek, that will be file.seek. The first argument is offset. Currently I am specifying it as 0, and I need to go to the start of the file, that will be also 0. Now it will go to the start of the file. If you want to go to some other position, like after 10 characters, you can change the second argument. It will go to that particular position. Let's see it. File.tell. Run it. See, it goes to the start of the file. So in the second argument, 0 represents the start of the file, 1 represents the current position, and 2 represents the end of the file. So from the start of the file, I want to move 10 characters or 10 bytes away from the file. So change the offset to 10. Now run it. See, it goes 10 characters from the start. Like that you can get any position in the file. Now let's close the file. File.close. Okay, now we can see about write operation. Write operation. For write operation, you need to access the file in write mode. So with open input.txt, comma, the mode you want to set, that will be write mode, as file. Now I am going to write a string to the file. If you open the file as a write mode, it will delete the existing file and create a new one. Now let's write it. File.write, you are awesome. Now run it. Now let's read the file to see the contents. Change the mode to R, and this will be read operation, and we will print it. Run it. See, now the contents are you are awesome. Like this you can do various operations in the files. You can also read a file line by line, like this. Read line. Well, we have only one line in the file, that's why it's printing the same line. Well, that's it for write operation. Now let's see about OS module. OS module. For that we need to import that. Import OS. This OS module will let you access the files and directories in your current system. Let's see some of the operations. Now let's list the files in your current directory. That will be list the files. For that, os.list list directory. Run it. Now the contents are the current file I am running and the input text file, and these are the checkpoints in Jupyter Notebook. These are the contents that are available in the current directory. To get the path of the working directory, to get path of current directory, os.get current working directory. Run it. Now these are the working directory. If you are working with directories or files, you have to set the path similar to this because it is used for escape characters in Python. So to treat this character as a string, we need to use double slash. One is for representing this as a character. Let's see about renaming the file. Rename the file. The syntax is os.rename the current file name, that will be input.txt, and the new file name, that will be test.txt. Now run it. Check the contents in the directory os.list there. See, it changed the input.txt file to test.txt. You can use the list directory in a loop to access all the files, and you can rename the files in a batch. That will be very useful for a huge amount of file processing. Now if you want to remove the file, remove the file, that is os.remove the file name, that will be test.txt. Run it. Again display the contents. See, the file is removed. Now let's see about creating the new directory. Create a new directory. The syntax is os.make directory. You have to specify a name for the new directory, that will be demo, and we will list the files os.listdir. Run. Now it created a new folder called demo. If you want to remove the file, just copy, paste it, just change the mk to rm, that means remove directory. Now let's run it. See, the directory is deleted. You can see about more functions in OS module in the Python documentation. Just check on it. And that's it for file handling, guys. If this video is helpful to you, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe the channel for future videos. See you later, guys.